Action. Sabrina, that's not for you to move.
Yes, lay down.
Chill, baby.
Lay down.
Okay, today we were talking when we were working. We were talking rich mindset versus poor mindset. We said that we didn't want to say rich and poor in the sense of just money. It was in the sense of the mindset.
Yeah, that's the key.
Yeah, most of people have heard of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, very famous book. He's not the only one to talk about it, but he probably made it most famous. You know, what lies in there is what? Pay yourself first, right?
Oh, yes. Number one, pay yourself first. That is the number one principle we would think as the rich mindset.
So the rich mindset, if they get money, an inheritance or a bonus or birthday money, graduation money, they go out and what do? They invest in assets, income assets, income producing assets, like stocks or real estate or some combination. And then they get luxuries last. Right?
Correct.
Maybe in between, they save a little bit. They do some renovations around the house, which adds value to their asset. The poor mindset, I mean, they have that money spent already, right?
Yeah, it's all accounted for.
Yeah, these should be last, not first, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, they go for luxuries, maybe pay some debt down, and then if there's money left over, they'll invest, which usually means not much.
Yeah, not much, if anything.
Right. So one of the things we talk about every day is compound interest.
Yes,
as
opposed to being caught in the debt cycle.
Right.
That's the difference. Rich mindset, compound interest, debt cycle.
Right. Right, because if they're buying luxuries and things that they should be buying last, as opposed to the other person's buying income-producing ones, it's a snowball going up one hill and snowball going down another hill.
Exactly.
Right. So with that being said, I've taught you some of those principles. I've been taught them in the past. I had a little bit more tutelage and experience from my parents and businesses and their financial literacy. But, I told you over the years that when I had the opportunity, when I started my office, that could have gotten a lot of debt buying expensive x-rays and expensive tables. But I waited for them to both fall apart, before I invested in that. But I used that money over those couple of years, because it was just about exactly 2 years to invest, so that I could buy those for cash in a sense, as opposed to debt. Also kind of taught you those principles. That was a little hard at first, a little pushback, right?
I mean, I didn't love it because it meant I couldn't get what I want right away.
Right.
But ultimately, I saw the light, and I'm very grateful that I stuck by those principles.
Right. I told you the old Jay-Z thing. He always said, if you want one, you got to be able to afford two. I told you at that time, you want to be able to buy 10 bags, not just one.
Yes.
Based on not touching the principal, but using that compound interest.
Right.
So that leads us towards the end of rich mindset versus poor mindset. What do you want to say about that?
Oh, about time and about longevity?
Yeah.
Yeah. So usually on the rich mindset, you're not afraid of giving it some time. And that's really what it takes, is time and discipline. And a lot of times that quick fix feels a lot better. But unfortunately, that does fall into the poor mindset, because the quick fix usually doesn't mean you're going to get the longevity and build the wealth that you're looking for.
Right. And how do you get there? I mean, an easy answer is that people are going to say, watch the video and say, well, the rich have a big advantage, right?
Yeah,
The rich just get richer. Well, they get richer because they listen to the right people. A rich person, in my experience, has always been like, you got a guy, you got a lawyer, you got a financial advisor, you got a CPA. They're getting referrals for this. Other people's mindset, the poor mindset, is they're usually going in the wrong direction because they're going to cut corners. They're more prone to schemes because they want to hit home runs, as opposed to hitting singles and doubles that add up over longevity. Right?
Exactly. Very well said.
Yeah. Now more than ever, there's more information out there as well. So there's no real excuses. Use that information to raise your literacy and then find the right people.
Exactly. That's all you can do.
Good. I like it.
I like it too.
You want to hit the gym?
Yeah. Let's go.
Peace.
One day at a time.
Yeah. Hey, listen, yeah, that's a perfect analogy.
Yeah.
And some people cut corners, but that's their choice.